I see it now. I get it. I get it. I seen it this morning. I was watching a little bit. It was a good one. I figured I'd come back tonight, and I hear you coming in. There's a lot about the day right here. Well, yesterday. Right at 12 o'clock when I posted that thing. Looking at it here, I see the blinkety light talking to these guys about the Masons, the military, them jacking around with chainsaws. This cowboy just buried in there like the marshmallow he is for the treasure chest. Clearly. Look at it. Fucking
we were able to get it under control eventually with the help of some air assets, but it just completely wiped out that whole day's worth of work, and we had to spend the next several days chasing little spots from all the embers that it had thrown.
What are you gonna do about it? It's like, there's your chance. You've been waiting for Doom Slayer to step out so you can get out there and put him down. Well, there he is.
Run away!
Should wear your brown pants, that's right.
It is a really difficult job that comes with a lot of discomfort and a lot of misery, but you also do get to see some really interesting things.
What is
Wildfire has this
equal to the
brutal
square root
beauty
of 2?
to it.
That's right, fucking Manscapers map, cowboy, get out there.
And see it take off through the forest.
You're gonna be,
it's
like,
really
motherfuckers come up, it's like, my job is to shake out something.
One that I'm really glad I got to experience.
Take him out. I'm supposed to be his devil. Like, I'm not the big well, his marshmallow. His you know, the way we do logistics on the ground training here, because there's so much of it. It's just a lot of it out there in the field today. Chainsaw, eat tool,
People all across this great
shake
nation
hands,
are
go
in
work.
pain. They have.
No. I thought I seen it, and we'll use you for the brushing. Funny. It wasn't funny, wasn't it? Huh, interesting. This is my momentum. You can. Those are options in the up, and down, on what it is. But a limited system, so you have to be dynamic across the board.
Yeah, you got it, Mac.
What are you doing? That'd be nice. It is. That one that doesn't know you, some fucking 18-year-old just got a hard out from America, right?
In the form of a stream or a lake or a pond, and when
that's
the case, we'll have hoses and pumps flown in by helicopters,
just
and
maybe
then set
one
up
of
a hose lay.
I like hard competition, Salty. It's the best of them.
In wildland fire, water isn't used to put out the fire. We just don't have enough volume or enough pressure or just enough water, period, to put out the fire. Once we have the fire contained and a fire line cut around the fire, then we'll use the water to go in and help us mop up.
Stay out of the way.
The goal of mop up is to remove any chance for the fire to spread across the line, and that's where we cut and dug the line, and that's where the fire has stopped. And so now, when that fire has been stopped, we go back through and remove any potential for the fire to spread back across the line. And it's really, really tedious work, and nobody likes it. If we have water, we'll wet everything down and stir it around until things aren't hot anymore. And if we don't have water, we'll still use our tools to break things apart and to open up the ground and to open up all the fire so that the heat can escape more quickly and everything can burn down more quickly. In order to find the heat that needs to be worked on, we have to literally go through and just touch everything, because you can't rely on looking for smoke or other signals. There's lots of heat that's just hidden around. And so you have to just go through and just touch everything. And that's why nobody likes pop-up, because it is just tedious in the extreme.
Uses the resume. Oh, you hot shot on the resume. Yeah. What's that mean? Well, it means a whole bunch of shit apparently inside here about redoing everything.
The best part about being on a crew is the camaraderie. You spend the whole summer suffering together, and that builds some incredibly strong and lasting friendships.
Right.
And just like with the Army, the thing that I'll take away from this season are all the experiences that I got to share with these people, and the friendships and the good times that we had
some dedicated. I don't even care. It's about the point. It needs to
at
be.
At the end of the day, there's a lot of satisfaction to be had because you can look back and just see how much work that you and the whole team were able to accomplish. And just be able to do these things that just seem impossible, to be able to cut through miles and miles of forest and dig, you know, miles of line, and to put in all this hose laying to tackle these giant forest fires.
He's
and
salty.
to be able to do that as part of it is really inspiring, and it's really, really rewarding.
They are smart. That's really it. They can form a graph, they can run a system, they get out there, they tell you it's hose time, you put it in your fucking hand, you hold it.
Getting a little bit sketchy. Fire's coming down the canyon. Right at us.
That's right. Recording good. I'm glad.
The Badger was the last.
Remember,
fire
me, I'm against tillage in the room. They are buried everywhere here because it's not just something I do. I benefit schizo, burn it down, rebuild it. Well, this is the standard model of what that snowflake is about. Yes. AUAX and the Antichrist cross comes up in terms of the high table, the cemetery, a few of them stories you don't know about because you were some damn unitasker inside of here. You bet your ass it would sound a lot like that. I wonder where you got it from.
And the expectation was that that area would hold and not burn because there was so much water and moisture in there.
One-off on it where it goes, well, are you the devil? Yeah, I'm kind of the devil because the devil plays G, and therefore B and G means I gotta get in charge, but I'll still trip over pebbles on one half on the gaps of general relativity inside here.
As of yet, there's no fire on the other side of the road,
right, the Shangri-La building. You fucking drop it right now. Come on.
Oh, spot.
So I keep high and salty. If this was in the graphic and I didn't have my Zoom team on, you'd know exactly what the fuck I was thinking, who that message was for, Tony.
We need to get the fuck out of here. Where the trucks at?
I don't care if you're the demon core in here, I'm gonna give a damn if you are too. I appreciate what these influences and bits and bytes can do.
And the wind is blowing down canyon right at us.
You just jump in and run in.
Yeah, these fuels are too close to us on this road.
Hang on, buddy.
You can see just how quickly that fire spreads, and there's just that road is not wide enough to be safe.
So, like I said, just NCO training right here, man. What are they doing out there? Making critical thinking. Got the air, got the ear on for what the piece is actually by technology in today's standards. If you drop the technology, then you drop the limit, and where that becomes highly. Hell, you the jarhead. Now, fuck that. We got numbers where I need this on the ground tomorrow down in the mill. Because I don't just teach it like that. Remember, this is active local with whatever the master's inside here. You need one for this number specifically later on for your resumes and systems about, I don't know, your unskilled labor catch. And you put down just about everything in the ground, PhDs included. Now, I understand some things about testing. You'll need to hand over that responsibility for somebody in that area if they have a fucking PhD. That would be the reasonable standards on that when somebody comes knocking on my desk. But we got to have that Fermilab cloud to ground. That's the program inside here, the missions, the timelines, the systems, the co-sequence, the parallels, the planes, the parametrics on all this when it says, oh, why is it that number across the board? Because of these other numbers right here. And see how you masked out across the board? Well, you're claiming some shit is that, and we have the fucking internet motherfuckers doing this, saying it's unskilled labor, looking upside down, pineapple on the cake, not to mention the math. Now, I'm pretty crystal fucking clear about what my index is on certain standards for what this is. It is the Common Core. It is the police and the National Guard. Sure the fuck is parasailing, but we're leaving that alone because it's parasailing.
On late nights like this, there's no set time to eat dinner. You just grab some MREs whenever you have a chance, and that's dinner.
They're everywhere, running around out there.
When we burn like this, we'll be split up into burners and holders.
So,
generally, there
when
might
it gets
be
into the town,
anywhere
on
from
cops,
3 to
why the
6
Marine get
burners.
pulled over, something
They
called
use
it out.
drip torches, which use a mix of
Dictator thing, but I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're a good guy, I don't know if you're a bad guy. I just put you there because it is the best of ideas on what I want that fucking section from the lead to do. And it'd be the 42 program on what it is, being the influence of the M1 and M2 inside of here, the idol. Like, and I want you to take a second. Remember, it was just fire in the background, people using momentum. As much as that is the up, it is the upside down. Right here. Now, like I said, when you are there in here doing that.
After we stopped the fires, advanced toward the population.
What did I do wrong, Gunny? Your wife? Yeah, I bet. I'm out here fucking.
So the fire had stopped burning, and we were just going along the edge of the burned area to make sure that there was nothing hot there that could spark up and spread the fire some more. So we had climbed up and over a ridge for a couple of thousand feet of gain, and now we're going back down into that valley, just following the fire's edge, and climbing back up and over the top of that again. And I think that day we did like 8 or 10 miles of cold trailing.
When I was sitting
Wholehearted is packed with high-quality ingredients to give me energy.
Sometimes you think too
Without
highly of yourselves.
I would have never found this.
Like I said, when I get there and I'm playing bar at the bar for this brother, I'm playing bar at the bar. Dr. Thunder came at having a good old time, but not usually in his wife. Like I said, that would be all wrong, all upside down pineapple cake. Now, if I go through that index right there and I find some stuff about their life and standards and systems to keep the city from burning down, ooh, ooh. I would train it. Obviously, the turnover rate is what it is. This is equity. This is not longevity because your body will not make it at one point inside of here. It will stop to be, and if I'm not on top of it, the city burns. People die. System will go sideways, yeah? Because it would be the stone mill, it would be the salt crew, it would definitely be all those things where I gotta start planning out the Zoom and any other job for trainings in houses, where yes, of course it's gonna drop the value, but that doesn't mean, given these standards, that you couldn't do that. But if you're gonna do that, you gotta be able to hold the keys and the teams and the players that one-on-one that system inside of the training units on what those do. Colleges don't. You gotta help you do the business on there. It's what the resource is for. It's where I can pack the gravity. Be on that fucking mountain right there. And apparently I'm sitting on top of it. I'm waiting. But at any point in time inside here, these would give me the incident reports, the marshmallows, the gravity field theory. What it does. I got a unit right here. When one of those guys are unskilled by the standards, and what's our top end doing inside here? No top end, huh? I mean, well, let's look at what that is and what we're putting inside of there. I don't need it everywhere if I got one of them here playing Gestapo, but all these guys get it. Because you don't push yourself. You play some bullshit game on what freedom is. Freedom is having a boss out there making decisions about that, because it never stopped. Never fucking stopped. Out there, that is the way it is, and that's the way it'll always fucking stay. Some cowboy on glass over there in their town, soft team over here. Do you take the house? Fuck no, you don't take that damn house, because later on it'll fucking burn you out.
The rolls were relentless and continuous. We would be on a fire for 14 days, and then we would have 2 days off, and then
telling you think you're going to slip for a second on him and you don't know what it is, do you? Some will pass quick, some will understand, some are going to get hammered.
Just how everyone has this hacking cough, and when you're going to bed at night, you'll just hear people wheezing and coughing. And so I hope this documentary can illuminate a little bit on what life is like for wildland firefighters.
Burn down all the colleges, well, the paperwork, and which is within them, and we're going to replace some standards under those ideas. Nothing wrong with gravity, been working fine, keeping the numbers just great. But they got it. It tells you all about that upside down spring and the sensor position, Murphy.
Every day on this job.
But
they should be compensated for
when
the
it provides a number,
bodies from this job.
It is a number. How else would you know this is too much? Send the hot shots.
Exploiting this idea of a seasonal employee
too close to the city on the radio.
Not pay people and not give people the benefits that they deserve.
Too numbered on a system on timelines and adjusting systems for the psychologist to adjust that with a brother like this that might pop up in there like that before they pull some damn horse shit.
And do this hot, grueling work. The
What,
shifts
because
are
they
16
snap?
hours a day.
Now you gotta
Every
treat
day
them like
we're
they
on
some
fires
fucking
for
Toby.
14 days at a time. We get 2 days off and we're right back out again.
Ring bell?
You're just gone the whole summer. You're gone away from your family. You have no weekends. You have no time on your own. You're just constantly working. And now think about all that and think about the fact that the base pay is less than $15
shit has anything
an hour.
to do with the ones made, ones we got.
So if you think that's ridiculous, then I urge you to
now,
contact
I'm not
your
even considering that to be the problem, because there are sits being 35. Perfect for what exactly we're supposed to do, because you had an idea. Now, I don't know if many of you felt it, but you knew what I was thinking inside of there. Like, maybe I had different intentions for what the purpose was.
I really hope it was
pretty straightforward, the cheat.
And if it fired you up, I ask that you share this so people really understand what we're asking of our wildland firefighters. And again, you can get involved with the grassroots wildland firefighters organization. You can reach out to your congresspeople and to your senators and to really affect some change.
Well, it's about figuring it out.
Only going to become
about, well, how does that game to everything? Governors, senators, judges, district attorneys, secretary, defenses and generals, ninjas and cosmonauts. I don't know.